real good, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with another craft beer review with the Kissy Cousins. Shit's flying everywhere. I'm Skinny Jeans, knees Dad the Tank. This week, we're going to Ohio, alright? We're going to Ohio, and we are going to review Hoof Hearted Did We Just Become Best Friends? It's an IPA.
It's actually an Imperial IPA.
Oh, it is? Okay. What do you know about that?
I was doing some research. So it should be less bitter, should be a little bit more smooth. You want me to go first, or you want to go about the brewery?
You could. We'll switch it up. You
we'll
go
just roll
first.
first. All right, since I'm already rolling, we got an 8% ABV, and then a 70 out of 100 for IBUs.
So that's going to be bitter.
Should be, but it's an Imperial, so normally Imperials are a little bit less bitter because of the way they're brewed.
Okay. What's that process like?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I've never made an Imperial anything. But typically they are a little bit less bitter because of more of the malts and stuff they put in it.
Okay.
Like they add double of everything or something like that. So that's basically what they got going for that. It's actually a series. This is a series of some crap they got going on at their brewery. It's a dual hop series is what they call it. So it's just two hops this time, you know.
Okay.
So it's just two hops that they put into the beer, and they change them up. And this is the one that they're actually pretty tweaky. Like this place, like when I was researching it, they were just off the walls crazy, like outside the box thinking stuff. Like,
really?
oh, man, this is weird.
I don't know if I've had anything else from them. Obviously, I'm a big Step Brothers fan, so the can was pretty intriguing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
You want to go to the garage to do karate?
Yeah. So this place opened up in 2011 in Marengo, Ohio. I had to look that one up because I was like, is this some sort of weird, like we have a lot of, what would you say? What would you call them? A lot of cities.
Kakahuna.
Kakahuna, yeah. So I was like, is it Marengo? So I looked it up. Marengo, Ohio. Okay, so basically, two brothers and one buddy got together and opened up this brewery in 2011 out of an old barn.
Yep.
So, did you see if they still have the same location? Are they still brewing out of that same barn?
I haven't. I didn't see anything. This is actually a really hard brewery to find information on.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, they just took an old barn and it's all handcrafted. It's pretty weird. They said it was like a Frankenstein, I believe.
Okay.
Operation that they just kind of threw crap together. Kind of the same thing I do.
Yeah.
Throw it together and hope it sticks. Like, let's do it.
That's pretty sweet.
So that's
Kinda
the way it
hippie.
kind of started. Yeah, definitely. Like, they probably repurposed, reused a lot of stuff that they just had laying around the scrapyard in the barn or whatever. So
I wonder how. So to mass produce this, I don't know if they actually can. I don't think they can anything themselves because it does say that they went to a brewery in New York to have this made for them and canned and distributed. So they probably just come up with. They have their little pilot system and. I'm sure they come up with what they want. They send the recipe, and another brewery. We've seen this.
It's contract brewing. There's a lot of people doing it now. Like, we have like 30 beers we're trying to get through, and there was like at least 5 or 6 of them that all contract brewed. They don't even have anything to do with like the mass production of it. They just hands off. All right, that's my creation. You produce it. You distribute it.
Well, let's give this a whirl.
That aroma was awesome.
Very citrusy.
It's not as bitter as I thought. It's smooth all the way down.
Wow, that's different.
You got some prickly on the front, but not a lot. I was hoping for a little bit more prickly.
It's kind of milky.
Yeah.
Was it brewed with lactose? Did it say if it was or not? I know you said you had a bitch of a time finding anything.
I didn't see anything about lactose in it.
That's pretty good.
It's smooth. It's creamy. I don't know, like, does it say on the can anywhere if it's, like, unfiltered or...
Well, I mean, I don't know how... Our camera's not the greatest. We use a phone. But I think it's unfiltered. Clearly, it looks unfiltered. You look at some of the beers we've done recently.
Flavor is...
Yeah.
Oh, before before we get too far ahead, I guess, like Galaxy and Eldorado are the two dual hops I got in this beer too. So.
Okay. Galaxy, I would say, is one of the most popular.
Yeah, and it's definitely using almost all IPAs, or it's either that or Citra or something along those lines.
You know what I like about this? I love a beer I love a beer that gives instructions. It says to be served at 46 degrees. And that we actually recently, I don't know when this one will come out, but we did the Glazer bean.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, I had it at 2 completely different temperatures.
2 completely different beers.
Yes.
I've done it too.
If you obviously don't drink a beer if it's piss warm, but I would say the warmer the better for most beers.
There's that perfect temperature for drinking. Like a lot of people, like for serving it, it's like what 36 or something like that to 42 or whatever, somewhere in there. But a lot of beers, like they serve them at that because they're gonna get warm. They don't serve them in chilled glasses because all the flavor gets sucked out of them right away.
Yeah.
So that's why they serve them at that temperature in a warmer glass. So by the time it gets to you, it's at the right temperature and you can just enjoy the beer.
I want to do some research as to how certain places figure what temperature that should be drank at. It says 46 degrees. You would imagine there's got to be some sort of science behind it that says, okay, this is going to be best drank fresh at this temperature. Did they try it at did they give you like a 15 degree, like 36 to whatever, and then they kind of tried it at different temperatures and they were like, okay, it's better warmer.
See, and I just listened to a podcast about it's like brewology or something like that.
Okay.
And they do a lot of experimentation with like even the temperatures they're brewed at. Like how dramatic is it like fermenting at a certain temperature compared to another one? So like this is like that's a good question to ask. Maybe I'll email those guys and figure it out for us. Cause
sure.
Like if you think about it, your porters and your stouts, they say right below room temperature is
right.
Perfect temperature for them.
Mm-hmm.
I hate letting my stuff get that warm because it takes so long before I can actually enjoy it.
Right.
So like that, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a good question to ask. I don't know it.
We'll figure it out. I think that's we have a number of different things I think we want to do videos on. We talked a long time ago about kind of doing like an whole IPA breakdown
of it,
and then maybe we can do different stuff like that. We're always looking to pump up more content. So I really like this.
I enjoy it. It's smooth. Drinkability.
It's not as citrusy as it smells.
Drinkability. The nose is gonna turn people off, but I say it could be definitely intermediate to beginner with the taste.
I would absolutely.
I'm just saying, just because that nose is.
If you want to give
somebody off.
If you want to impress someone, plus this is a double. So I think that also, we've talked before, I don't know why, we can't decide how this happens, but double IPAs don't seem to be as bitter.
I think it's because of the ingredients, like how they use them, like they're adding more of each thing.
So maybe that's why it comes off that way.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's all I got.
Well, this was Hoof Hearted. Did we just become best friends?
Did we?
We know we are. Hit us up on all of our seashells by the seashore. Hit us up on our social media. Hit that bell on the YouTube. You get all the notifications when we have a new video come out. Ladies and gentlemen, cheers. Keep her to it.